I accidentally became a meme, and this is that story. My name is Jeremy Meeks, but you might know me from my mugshot. Life is crazy. If anyone would have told me 10 years ago that I was gonna be traveling the world, walking on fashion shows, acting in movies, I don't know what I would have done. It might have been a fight because it just wouldn't have made sense. This all started in the 90s. So I had come from Washington State. When I got to Vacaville, I didn't know anything about anything. It was eye-opening. There was a lot of gang stuff going on. I learned really fast about colors and neighborhoods, and that's where a lot of my trouble started, and going to juvenile halls. And there was a lot of fighting, a lot of shooting. I've just been in the streets. I've been locked up, like half of my life. I was picking up my little brother for work at 6 in the morning. We left out of his court and probably went 3 or 4 blocks. We got pulled over. And I'm thinking this is just a routine stop. It's so early in the morning. And so my little brother asked me, like, do you have anything in the car? I'm like, nah, there's nothing. So they take us out the car, they search. I didn't think he was gonna be able to get my trunk open, to be honest. It was kind of tricky. And he got it open. They pull a gun out, ask me whose it is. I'm like, I don't know who that gun is. They're like, well, the car is in your wife's name, so we're gonna go take your wife to jail. So I was like, no, it's mine. They take us back to my little brother's house, and that's when we see all of the alphabets. The FBI's there, the DEA, the ATF, the Gang Task Force, Operation Ceasefire. So when they cracked us, it was a lot more serious than I thought it was. And they take us in for processing. That's when I saw they raided 13 houses at once. A lot of people ask me, what was I thinking about in that moment? To be honest, I wasn't gonna be able to pick my son up from school, fall asleep with him every night, all that was over. So I got locked up. I fell asleep, kind of. I woke up the next day, like 7:45 in the morning. I hit the buzz, boop, my door pops, and I'm standing up already pacing because I'm stressed. And they said, Meeks. I walked all the way down to visiting. It was one of my really good friends. He was just like, man, you went viral. And at this time, before my case, I think I had one MySpace account back in 2003. So I had zero idea what viral meant. And he was just like, you're all over the world. After that, every day I would look out of my little door and I'm on every single news station. It doesn't matter what channel you flip to, I was on it. Daytime TV, I'm on everything. Within 72 hours of going viral, I literally had between 300 and 400 letters come in every single day. We used to have to pass letters down the tier, and everyone used to read them out loud, one by one. You find a crazy letter, you read it over the tier, and that's how I was going through them all because it was too much. I couldn't sit there and read every single letter. There was a lot of nudes, a lot of beautiful women sent a lot of beautiful pictures. So to all the ladies that sent those pictures, thank you. You helped me through a lot of my time. It was actually the Stockton Police Department. They posted all of our mugshots on their Facebook page and a couple of the guns so they can try to show the progress they've made on the gun violence. And that's where my mugshot went viral from. So they weren't very happy about that. They used to kick my ass in county jail because of it. While I was still incarcerated, I received, I believe, 45 contracts, whether it be modeling, management, movies, and I had never, ever in my life even seen a contract before. It was like trying to read French, very overwhelming. When I got out, it went crazy from there. It's a whole new world. And I really hit the ground running. I've walked the biggest fashion shows, Milan, Paris, the list goes on. I shot 5 movies in 10 months, some of the biggest campaigns. It was just crazy. I had spent my whole life in the streets, now I'm on a photo shoot and you're telling me to hold my arms like this, and it was just hard to adjust to this new life. It's been a wild ride, and I'm so grateful. You have to do right by it. I'm not taking anything for granted. There's a lot that needs to change in the judicial system. In California, weed is legal, yet we still have thousands and thousands of inmates sitting in there for simple weed possessions. A lot of cases need to be overturned and looked at again, because since the laws changed, people should be released, but they don't want to let them go because they're making money off of them. Charles Johnson, he is in New Folsom State Prison with an unjust 3 strikes case. Weldon Angelo, been out for some years. He's doing a lot of incredible work when it comes to prison reform. People say the system's broken. It's not. It's working perfectly fine. That's how it's designed. Thank you to the Stockton Police Department for posting my mugshot. And I'm not saying that in an asshole way. I'm being honest. It helped change my life.